Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're continuing on with a little bit more of a showcase with Luffy Sanji, taking him into the Garp challenges now. Now, shout out to Tim V, one of the guys in stream at the moment, for giving me this, the inspiration for this, and he did tell me to credit his man Arturo in the Nobles Discord. He's the guy that originally sort of put out this team, but I have seen Shadow's Fortress do this, with 6 units. But for today, we will be taking Luffy Sanji into Garp's challenge, Whitebeard Pirates, and getting 2 colors done in one run. So we are going to be getting strength and PSY done in one singular run. Now, with the release of Luffy Sanji, they can make this possible because they are a rainbow captain. So their specials and attack boost for the whole crew. They can heal. Their stalling capabilities are insane. The other units we have, obviously, are the other 3 dual units for strength and PSY that we have on OPTC Global at the actual moment. So we do have Cat Dog. They're fairly decent, to be honest, and ideally you want to have your cerebral units in the middle, or you want to have your units where they have slot bind removal. So my Mihawk Perona has level 5 slot bind removal, so I'm actually going to move them down the bottom and put Inven Clay in the middle, just so we can get a few more matching orbs for the final run. So we also have Inven Clay. They're great for healing, great for stalling. They do a lot. They're a very, very good unit. And then we have Mihawk and Perona. Their switch ability is amazing for extra healing, which is great for the overheal mechanic, as well as being able to use the support of Zoro on them for the 2.5 times chain lock. On Luffy Sanji, we do have Flampe. I don't know if that's going to be necessary, but I feel like it's definitely going to help out if we need it. So we are going to find another Luffy friend captain that's hopefully limit break keyed. There's one that's been keyed but hasn't been maxed. Alright, there we go. Harry. Shout out to Harry. We are going to be using his today. Now, because we don't actually have 5 units for this particular team, we are only, 5 subs, we are going to have to use a rare recruit wanted. So, let's hop in and let's get it done. Now, I have actually done this on stream today. I did manage to get it done. So, this is pretty cool, to be honest. We able to get 2 colors done in one run. It's pretty funky. But, in saying that as well, it is very slow. It is very stally, as we are using a lot of switch abilities. So, on the first turn, we are just going to actually kill the red unit, as we can just easily become our red units. As most of these guys actually start as red, and that way we can just switch with Inven Clay, just to make things a little bit quicker, as, like I said, this run is going to take a little while. So, the fact that Luffy Sanji can get guaranteed meat orbs should never be underestimated. That ability to get guaranteed meat orbs is absolutely insane. Now, what you'll see here as well, utilizing the switch ability of Inven Clay as well, we can get 20% damage reduction as well. So, we do get attack down on stage 2, which we are just going to have to sort of stall our way through. But ideally, you just want to use the switch abilities of Mihawk Perona for healing, and their negative effects, so you take less damage. You got damage reduction with the Inven every single turn, and then you got guaranteed meat orbs on top of that as well. Now, as I mentioned, guaranteed meat orbs is actually one of the most crazy mechanics in the game. We didn't switch with anyone else there because I was just rambling away. This is why when you're recording, you don't get as much done, because you always make mistakes on camera. Well, on record, I should say. So we are just going to keep switching with our switch units, our dual units here, so we can get more healing. If you can actually stay as Sanji, say like you land on a meat orb and you can stay as Sanji, you're actually going to get more healing back as well. So that is something else to note, as Sanji gives more end of turn healing as well as part of his captain ability. Now we can actually switch into all of our PSY units, and we can actually just start doing some damage to the watermelon head man. Fortunately, we're not going to be able to kill him, but that's not the end of the world. As because we do have guaranteed meat orbs, we can just heal back all the damage that we are taking. So he's hitting us from around, 9k with the damage reduction live of Inven Clay. But we can heal back, like, a lot. Let's see if we can... Oh, okay. Missed your perfect stump. Good job. Doesn't really matter, though, to be honest. Boom. And then we're getting back, 3,000 end of turn healing on top of the meat orbs. Like, it's just, there's a lot going on with this particular team. Unfortunately, on the stage 2, we come up against Atmos, and we come up against Hyuga, and I cannot remember the other guy's name, the Chain Ball guy. Atmos is going to blind our healing, which could be a little bit annoying if you don't have these characters rainbowed. So if you are attempting this, I definitely would recommend rainbowing your characters before you do, as you do want to have the remove recovery debuff. As if you lose recovery here, you're probably going to have a bad time. So with my team, as you can see, I can remove the reduced recovery, or the no recovering debuff, I should say. And then that way I can start hitting again. So I am going to now focus all my attacks on the chain ball guy, as I do want to take him out now, as he has a blow away mechanic. So I do want to take him out. I'm not overly phased about the meat orbs there, because I can stall an Atmos. He's just going to do that no healing at the end of every turn. So not really too scary of a debuff that he does. And we do need to stall out the special bind as well that is inflicted. So we should have the damage here to take him out here. As you can see, we don't even need the switchability of Invinclay, as we aren't going to be taking damage there. On the next stage, we come up against... someone just said it. Is it Fossa, Speed Gilly, and Iso? So what we want to do here is we want to actually start doing some big damage, as that Flame Swordsman guy, he can hit us hard. So we're going to use one of the Luffy Sanji specials here. So we got the extra 2.5 attack to our entire crew. Then we can use the switchability of Mihawk Perona. That way we can get the negative effect. And then we can switch into our Luffy unit, so we do have a little bit more Captain Multiplier. Now with our red units, we're going to hit with them last so we can hit Iso, as our Psy unit should be able to take out the Speed Gilly unit in the back. And then with our strength units, we can take out the Iso unit in the front. That way we can sort of just make our way through this particular stage nice and easily. We are going to use all the stalling that we can to get back our Luffy Sanji special. Now we do have the Liberal Hind as well, so you can use the Liberal Hind wherever necessary. I think I might save it actually, because I don't really need the Luffy Sanji special again. But whenever you can use that to get multiple cooldowns of specials, it's going to work in your favor. Now, Mihawk Perona, we're not actually going to touch their special for the end, and I guess you could use Neko at like really any point that you really want to, but you do want to use them again for the final stage to carry the All buff into that final room. So on the next stage, we come up against Jozu. Jozu has 3 turns of defense up and damage reduction. Unfortunately, we have no way of getting around that on this particular team, so we are just going to stall that out. So we are just going to take some shots from Jozu. He does quite a lot of damage, but with the switch abilities of Invinclay, with Luffy Sanji, we have damage reduction, we have healing with Mihawk Perona. There's just so much going for it for this particular team. And as you'll see, like, we can actually just stay at pretty much max HP. We can literally heal back the same amount of damage that Jozu does, except for every 3 turns when Jozu actually does his big sort of blast attack at us, which is a little bit annoying, but it's not too scary of an attack. So again, we're just going to keep stalling out Jozu's attacks here. Gonna eat some meat orbs when we can. Make sure you're using the switchability of Mihawk Perona. That way you're taking quite a lot less damage as well. Here's the Brilliant Punk hit, so that's where we can take a big shot from Jozu. But once again, like I said, just keep switching with your dual units and you'll be fine. The fact that Luffy Sanji can do stuff like this is what makes him in that sort of broken category, as some people like to put him in. I wouldn't say they're broken. I would say they're overpowered, but oh my god. See, this is what happens when you try and like attack. Oh, I was meant to eat that meat orb. Sick. That's what happens when you're like rambling away and like you're trying to play at the same time, and just always make mistakes, man. Just always make mistakes. Alright. So, we're going to start doing some damage to Jozu, as he doesn't really do too much else besides put up a threshold debuff, which he will do in a little while. What we are going to do here is we're going to switch with our Luffy Sanji again, switch with our Luffy Sanji again, switch with our Mihawk Perona, switch with our Invinclay, and then we're going to use our Luffy Sanji special. Now that we've used 2 Luffy Sanji specials and we can get the most out of our Liberal Hind, we can use our Liberal Hinds, as we do get the Orb boost from my Luffy Sanji as well. See, I knew that was going to come in handy. And then we can start the attack pattern. We should actually be able to kill here. Beautiful. So with that extra Orb boost that we put on with Flampe, it actually came in handy, and it helped us take out Jozu nice and easily there. So on the next turn, we come up against Marco and Vista. Marco and Vista are going to give us 3 turns of paralysis, but you guess what? We have the switch abilities of our dual units, and we have 3 of them that can actually remove paralysis. So the paralysis is going to go away, and the big reason that that's a good thing is because we can actually start like eating our meat orbs again. Marco has a heal mechanic, so you don't have to worry about doing too much damage. We have 3 turns of attack down, which is something to note. And you do have to be mindful of that, as you aren't going to do pretty like any damage at all. Try and hang on to your meat orbs on that first turn, as we did have full HP. And like I said, if you can be in Sanji's form, whenever you can, make sure you are Sanji. That way you can get the extra healing from his captain ability as well. Once again, make sure you are switching with Mihawk Corona. That is something to note. They sort of go a little bit forgotten, because that negative effect means you're actually going to take a lot less damage. A lot less damage. So we got a meat orb on Sanji, which is great. It means that we can actually just switch with our other Sanji. And we can get the extra healing this turn. I'm going to attack with my Invinkov as well, just in case we can get a better orb on him. So on turn 3, Marco is going to heal back up, and then he is going to apply another 3 turns of paralysis. Now that would normally be very, very annoying, but with our switch units, we can just switch that paralysis away, nice and easily there. And now that our attack down's gone, we can actually start focusing on Vista. Now, because Vista is doing the most damage to us, he's the one that we want to kill first. We don't have to eat these... Or actually, no, we do want to eat a couple of these meat orbs, because we aren't going to be able to kill Vista anyway. So we do want to take one more shot. And then we can actually start using the special of Invinclay. Now, Invinclay's special is going to give us an auto heal mechanic. So on top of the healing that we've already been getting from our meat orbs, we now have 5 turns of around a 13k heal, which is absolutely gnarly. It's actually nuts. So what we want to actually try and do here is we want to actually try and kill Vista. And when I say try, we are definitely going to kill Vista. And then we can do damage to Marco if we want to, but Marco is just going to heal back up. Now that Vista's gone, Marco's going to be doing way less damage every single turn. And you can keep switching if you want to, like I said, and keep getting that that heal with Luffy and Sanji. But as you'll see here, like, we just don't even come close to the amount of damage that we need to kill him, as you can see there. So he is going to have to do his heal once again, and then he's also going to paralyze us. Now this time his paralysis is going to be a little bit higher. It's going to be a 6-turn paralysis. But because we have 4 units that can actually evade that, it's actually super strong, because that 6 turns becomes now 2 turns. And with our switch abilities, as you can see, we can just easily get through there. So can we eat any of these meat orbs? Thank you very much. We can. Right, so we are just going to stall one more turn on this particular stage, or actually, no, we don't have to. We are just going to burst here. So this is where we're going to burst. Because we have a 1 turn on our Liberal Hind, we can actually burst here. So we're going to use our Luffy Sanji special. That gives us the 2.5 times attack. And then we are going to use the special of our Cat Dog. Using the special of Cat Dog is going to work in our favor, because we have to hit 3 perfects to get the carryover effect for our cerebral units. So if you hit your 3 perfects, as you saw there, we can move into the next stage and get the cerebral character buff. Once we move into the final stage, we come up against Whitebeard and Ace. They are going to slot bind our top and bottom row. So that's why I moved our Mihawk and Perona to the bottom row. That way we can actually get the slot bind removal. So what we're going to do here is we're going to switch with our Luffy Sanji once again. Then we can use our the Liberal Hind special. So we can get the attack boost of Luffy Sanji. That way we've got 2 5-times captains now. And we've got like a bunch of orbs on our base units. We can switch with our Mihawk and Perona and use their special for the conditional buff, as well as getting that chain lock from the support of Zoro. So with that, it's just basically going to be GG for our boys Ace and Whitebeard. Remember that your cerebral units actually have an orb buff, and even with me being an absolute spoon, like, we can just, like, we don't even need to attack with one of our cerebral units. That's how much damage 5 units has. So there you guys go. That was a Garp Challenge Whitebeard taken down by Luffy Sanji and 2 different colors in one run. So when these challenges reset for you guys and you're looking to sort of do a run that's going to get 2 of the colors done, this is the team for you guys. Like I said, it is a pretty long team. You could probably make it quicker when you're not sort of talking and chatting away like I am, but it does very, very well. And if you guys did enjoy this one, make sure to head down there and belt that like button. And if you do want to stay up to date with more OPTC content that I post, consider becoming a subscriber today. And all you bloody legends that are already subscribers, consider becoming a member as well by hitting that little join button up at the top of the video. But guys, most importantly, wherever you are in this beautiful world, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Lates!